What's going on, guys? Welcome to Everything Always. My name's Michael Roman, aka All Fires. Now, if you've ever wondered whether the creatives on these films, say like the director Sean Levy on Deadpool 3, actually sees the rumor mill, the things we report on at this channel, he does. And in fact, one of his most recent interviews talking about some details for Deadpool 3, he revealed that with all the casting rumors going on right now, if they were all true, this would be the craziest superhero movie of all time, and then followed it up with some are true and some are not. But today we have huge industry insider reveals for perhaps what could be the post-credit scene or the ending of Deadpool 3, which really might be the biggest rumor of all, and considering in the wake of all these rumors about it leading into Secret Wars. We're going to break down the latest from industry insider Daniel RPK, issue the lightest of spoiler warning, and then talk about the possible ending / post-credit scene coming up for Deadpool 3. But first, if you could grab the subscribe button, we do daily Marvel content at the channel, and that's all we do. Everything from official Easter egg breakdowns, trailers, and reviews, to the occasional industry insider report and everything in between. So if that sort of thing's for you, hit the subscribe button, leave a comment down below. That will automatically enter you to win our ongoing PS5 giveaway. The next one is right around the corner to coincide with Loki's release. Again, all you gotta do, hit the subscribe button, leave a comment down below if you want. Stick around to the end of the video. We get into all the giveaway stuff again there. Okay, so lightest of spoiler warning, if you haven't been keeping up with the rumors and or the videos at the channel, there's been a lot coming out about Deadpool 3 recently, and so we're gonna talk about some of those rumors after this initial report and tweets today. However, it started with industry insider Alex B. He's a writer for over at the Cosmic Circus. He tweeted out a GIF of the shawarma scene of the Avengers at the end of the first Avengers film, which was retweeted by industry insider Daniel RPK, who added on his own tweet with a Deadpool 3 logo and the quotation "pizza time," to which some people inquired and liked, and then he reposted with "this will be clear when you see the ending of Deadpool 3. Now quickly, if you need me to connect the dots for you here, this is basically two of the most ubiquitous industry insiders from Marvel now corroborating this scoop at the same time and implying that either at the end of Deadpool 3 or in the post-credit scene, whatever group of heroes have assembled / been recruited * during the film will be eating, including the quote "pizza time" surely makes it seem like Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man is going to be among them. Now, to be fair, I simply took this to mean, if you remember at the beginning of Deadpool 1, he was a pizza delivery guy, so he would be the one showing up with the food for the group of heroes, but pizza time is such a well-known Spider-Man scene, I don't think it's unfair that people started responding on the Twitter thread with the gif of the scene. But this again is where I issue the lightest of spoiler warnings, only because in the last 2 weeks there have been absolutely bananas details coming out. It started with industry insider Casey Walsh, who implied that it's specifically the TVA that's recruiting a group of heroes or the best from each dimension to feature in Battleworld during Secret Wars. Now, if you missed our full in-depth detailed breakdown on this, I can put it down in the descriptions or link it at the end, but I mean, we've always pretty much thought the reason you bring back these other cinematic universe heroes is to involve them in a huge crossover at the end. One of the most anticipated would be Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man. And now that we've heard the TVA is basically doing that, recruiting all of the best heroes to feature in Battleworld, Tobey Maguire as a cameo at the end of this film would literally just be the icing on top. Although, that is why I started in the prologue by saying first, you sort of have to imagine that not every single rumor we've heard so far is true, and the cast for this movie has gotten absolutely out of control. Basically every Marvel superhero ever. Kevin Feige said he wanted to elevate it to the level of a Captain America 3, something on par with what they did for Civil War, and we've already had confirmed enough cameos to know that it's going to be something like that. But for now, I would not assume that Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man, as implying as this is going to show up at the end of the film. I'm certainly not getting my hopes up for that. And to quote Kevin Feige himself in an interview from about 2 years ago with my buddy Brandon Davis over at comicbook.com, when he asked, "Isn't it enough? When is enough enough?" We've got Hugh Jackman confirmed in the yellow and blue suit with a behind-the-scenes look before the movie even dropped, knowing we've got a bunch of X-Men coming back. That is more than enough. We don't need Tobey Maguire or any other Spider-Man on top of all these other cameos to show up. As amazing as that would be, pun totally intended, it's just not necessary. Now, the fact that this seems to imply we're going to see the beginning of Battleworld and TVA's role in recruiting these heroes, that's a whole nother video, and I'm super curious again about the timeline of the TVA's involvement, only because of what we've seen in this recent trailer surely makes it look like the TVA is going to be no more by the end of Loki Season 2. So how they'll still be around in a year, we'll see. Now, in the meantime, that interview that I referenced earlier in this video was Shawn Levy's most recent interview with Deadline, where he talked about some details for Deadpool 3. This was one of the quotes, quote, "Our movie is raw, audacious, and very much R-rated. We went to great lengths to not shoot it on sound stages with digital environments. The internet has proven that by revealing pictures of our shoot. But no, we wanted something that felt grounded and real. You put Hugh Jackman in his most iconic character alongside Ryan Reynolds in his most iconic character. I would say it's more of a descendant of Midnight Run, 48 Hours, and Planes, Trains, and Automobiles than it is a descendant of Airplane." And honestly, I had to take a step back for just a second and think about the difference between those two films. And I think what he's basically saying, if you remember, the Airplane films were really sort of like a non sequitur, extremely goofy and way out there sense of humor. Planes, Trains, and Automobiles, 48 Hours, Midnight Run, they focused on the relationship between the two lead characters. The dynamic between them is what drove the plot, the storyline, the humor, basically the entire film. And I think that's what he's saying about this, is that yes, it's going to be rated R. He also in a different quote said it was going to be a bloodbath, but it's going to be grounded in these two characters and what's going on between them. And honestly, we have missed out on that sort of storytelling and character development for quite some time in some of the other MCU projects recently. So I'm quite happy to hear that, and that they're sticking to basically a main rated R bloodbath format for all of these characters. And listen, it really makes me wonder at the end of the day if Marvel isn't going to see how well the rated R stuff fares at the box office, and that's going to end up influencing what the future of Marvel movies look like. Like, I never really thought of X-Men in the case of rated R films, but you know, something a little bit closer to what their powers would really look like. I don't know, I'm just saying it's going to be super interesting to see things like Deadpool and Blade, which is sort of rumored to be right between PG-13 and R for right now. Say something like Werewolf by Night, other TVMA projects like the upcoming Punisher that have been almost confirmed by industry insider trades. If it's this rated R, if it's this super violent and blood including stuff like Werewolf by Night that fares the best out of all their projects, just from a bottom line standpoint, they'll have no choice but to really acknowledge that. And again, say for a fan base that has been aging with the MCU at this point for almost 2 decades. But you guys let me know all your thoughts down below, how hype you are for this film. We have so many more videos to come out over the next couple of days, so stay tuned here at the channel. Quickly, let's get into the giveaway stuff before I let you go. All right, we are still giving away PlayStation 5s for quite a while here at the channel. We've got at least 3. We're also going to do a comic book giveaway every day through October. If you want to be entered to win, super simple. All you got to do, hit the subscribe button, then leave a comment down below. Because it's truly random, the more videos you comment on, the better chance you have of winning. All winners will be announced at the end of videos, same way we're doing here. The best way to keep up with the content has always been to hit the notification bell with all notifications turned on. And as always, if you like today's video, I'd appreciate it if you'd hit the like button. My name's Michael Roman. You can find me in a couple of places, Instagram and Twitter at I'mFires. You can also find me on Spotify, YouTube, Amazon, Apple, iTunes under the name AllFires. And while I sincerely appreciate you checking my music out, thanks for checking this channel out. Stick around. We'll be posting again real soon.